Let's lighten up the mood slightly. Let's talk about American Idol and this whole Nepo baby trend that seems to be overtaking the show. Now, here's the thing. Nepo babies have always existed in so many ways, and there have been some Nepo babies that have gone on American Idol. But I think now, because it has become more apparent, I think it's really starting to piss a lot of people off, and a lot of people are talking about it. We got Nepo babies in movies with Jack Quaid, and we got the girl that played Madam Web. You know, her parents is freaking what is on? Oh, Dakota Johnson, Don Johnson, Melanie Griffith. Then you got Jack Quaid, who is the son of Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan. Then you got Patrick Schwarzenegger, who's Maria Shriver and Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. Then you got so it's like every time you turn around, there's always somebody who's a child of someone. Then you got Alessandro Nivola's son, who's also on Caucasian Lotus. So then you got now in American Idol, it's starting to plague over there. Recently, you had, and you can see on the right, Brian Luttrell from the Backstreet Boys, his damn son, is on the show and made it to Hollywood. Then yesterday, I think, what was it, last night? I don't know when the show come on, because I told you, I have not watched American Idol since David Archuleta didn't win. And look, his career's popping, and that other person that won over him, where is he now? Y'all need to bring that show back. Where are they now? I missed that show. Wasn't it on VH1? But yeah, so now and then Connie Wilson's daughter most recently got to Hollywood and she brought her mother out. And they started singing Hold On, their biggest hit, as in Wilson Phillips. So the Nepo babyism of the show is starting to irritate the fans. So once upon a time, when American Idol was actually watchable, the whole point of the show, I could have sworn, was to find undiscovered talent and turn them into bona fide superstars. Well, that doesn't seem to be the case anymore, as the show has gone from turning diamonds in the rough into the next Kelly Clarkson to giving a bunch of Nepo babies a leg up. So the show's second episode of season 23, well, they said of the season 23 in total, 8 since switching to ABC from Fox, revealed that Bailey Luttrell, son of Backstreet Boys Brian Luttrell, made it through to Hollywood. Then during this week's episode, Wilson Phillips singer Carney Wilson appeared alongside her 19-year-old daughter Lola singing her mother's classic song Hold On, which I just told y'all. Now, while it remains to be seen how many more Nepo babies this season has in store for fans, many are already furious that they're allowed to audition in the first place. Of course, this isn't the first time the sons and daughters of celebrities have been on the show. Most recently last season with Emmy Russell, granddaughter of country music legend Loretta Lynn, who cracked the top 5. Still, with 2 children of well-known singers advancing in the first 4 episodes, many fans have been taking to Twitter to venture their frustrations. So yeah, there's another picture of, see, now this is the thing. I loved if Bailey would have got up there and just did his music or whatever the case is. But I feel like what they do is, and then this is for TV purposes. Oh, well, if you a celebrity, whatever, bring out your daddy because we know. And then, oh, there's the nostalgia thing. So I was like, oh, no, Backstreet Boys. So yeah, let him go through. Let him go through. Not even thinking like, okay, is he even good? And this kid, because I'm going to point it out when we get later on into the story, he's had many opportunities. He got to open for the Backstreet Boys. He's put out music. The reality is, nobody cares about his music. And quiet as a skip, I said that Bailey need to replace his damn father because Brian's voice ain't what it used to be. Remember that video that was out of them arguing and Nick going in on the fact that Brian's voice ain't the voice ain't voicing, that he can't hit them notes like he used to? Am I sexual? Yeah. Can I hit the note? No. So now one said, many like Becky, BK, ST Girl. Oh, was that Backstreet Girl? Said, I'm sorry, I don't care who your daddy is, and put who in caps. So if you already had a record deal, you should not be allowed to audition for American Idol. She was referring to Bailey's 2019 debut album, 770 Country, which was released on his parents' label, Briley Records. Now, here's the thing. If your daddy has a record label, if your father has had you tour with him, if your father had you be the opening act on the Backstreet Boys situation, and your shit still ain't popping, then, little man, you need to figure out how you're going to get your music and all this other stuff out here. Now you're doing American Idol. and thinking American Idol is going to help you. When quiet as it's kept, I don't know anybody that still watches American Idol that thinks, oh yeah, that show is going to help my career like it did a Fantasia or Kelly Clarkson or a Ruben Studdard or Clay Aiken or an Adam Lambert. Like, I don't see nobody out here thinking American Idol is launching careers like they did back in the 2000s. But it's a TV show, so if you like it, I love it, I guess. They also went on to say that Bailey was just 14 when he made his Broadway debut in Disaster! In 2016, earning a Drama Desk Award for his performance. He also served as the Backstreet Boys opening act on their 2019 tour and released an EP called Volume 1 in 2022. Becky added in her tweet that that's so not fair to see kids that have no other opportunity other than this show. Another Twitter user dubbed Brett Big Snugger. That sounds like a little something else. Insensitive. But anyway, Big Snugger said, Nepo babies doing American Idol kind of ruins the point of the show. Another person said, LMAO, like 30 people have sent me that clip, Bailey Littrell on American Idol, and is sending me how 3 people in the music industry are pretending not to know who he is. Also, why are Nepo babies on a show that was about giving nobodies a chance to become famous? Because I'm like, yeah, there's no way in hell. Well, maybe they don't know who he is, but I'm like, wait a minute. Now, if I hear a name like Bailey Littrell, I'm like, wait, is your daddy Brian Littrell? I would look at him a little closer, be like, is your daddy in the Backstreet Boys? Little man, why are you here? Little Latin boy in drag, why are you crying? Like, it would have been something like that. Not hell no. There's a Nepo baby on American Idol this season. Poor people can't have ish. Yeah, because remember, once upon a time when American Idol came out, it was literally about like me. I could just go on up there, had the opportunity to sing and become famous because I'm using my talent, and I'm tired of pounding the pavement. I'm tired of because back in the day when American Idol was hot, when it first came about, we had, artists had to do things the hard way. You had to be out here pounding. If you were in New York, you pounded the pavement. You did the Mercury Lounge. You did like little venues and all this other stuff, and you sang and you performed in bars with the hopes that a record exec would walk into a room and discover you and offer you a record deal. It's not like now where a lot of artists can actually just get up on, well, back in the day during the Justin Bieber era, you got on YouTube and you did your little cover songs and you strummed your guitar or whatever the case was, or played the piano and you posted on YouTube and you got discovered that way. Now it's TikTok. So, and then I think it was also Instagram, but now it's more or less TikTok. And that was the way you got put on. Whereas, like I said, American Idol, this show is so unnecessary. I guess only middle America is watching this. But let's go through the rest of these funny ass tweets. So another person said, remember when American Idol was about talent and not Nepo babies? Another person said, there's no one on this earth I feel worse for than the Nepo babies who have to use American Idol to jumpstart your career. Like, why didn't your mommy get you a record deal for your 16th birthday? Okay, now that's funny. Another person said, I'm watching American Idol, and why are Nepo babies auditioning for this show? Use your resources as a Nepo baby. Exactly. And I know a lot of y'all look at Nepo babies as like a negative. I'm like, I would use shit. If my parents was famous, trust and believe, I'd be asking my daddy to be like, can you give me the equipment and stuff so I can get me a podcast or whatever, and my name will put me on, right? But you have to show that the talent is what keeps them around. And to me, when you come into this show, I definitely can see it. But we'll get into the people who have been sprinkled throughout the years who were Nepo babies, and we didn't think it was a bad thing then. She's needing more time to cook before she's at the level for American Idol. Nepo baby with no breath support, and she was flat frequently. Seems unfair to take a spot from someone better who doesn't have famous parents. So are they trying to say that the girl who was struggling to maintain her air supply when she's singing, because you got to know how to breathe, and there's a whole lot of technique that goes into singing. So you trying to say that Carly Wilson daughter, because I don't know, I didn't watch it, I didn't hear her performance, but if y'all have, drop it in the comments. Was she flat, messy, and all the other stuff, and they felt like, okay, let's bring her in, and still because Carly, we don't want to hurt her feelings, whatever. I'd have been like, I don't give a good goddamn, your mama is Mariah Carey. If them vocals ain't there, because I had to think of a singer. It was like, if them vocals ain't doing what needs to be done, you're not going through the Hollywood. You need more practice. First of all, if Moroccan or Monroe was going to go on the show, because remember, once upon a time, Mariah was a judge on there during her and the Nicki season. Those were the iconic seasons. But season, because it was only like one season, right? I think it was one season. Anyway, Mariah's not going to have her kids coming out here sounding a hot mess. Like, she's going to make sure, like, okay, if this is what you want to do, we're going to get you the best teachers. And you're going to learn how to hold these notes, because you're not going to embarrass me going on these damn shows. I'd have been that type of parent. It's like, wait a minute, now, I got an image to uphold. You're not going to go on American Idol and be sounding a hot mess when, bitch, I got a 5-octave vocal range. I am one of the best singers of all time. I'm on that list. It's to be debated on what number she should come in at, because there's been many arguments from a lot of the people, music lovers, homosexuals, that sort of thing. You know, those who like to rate voices. We know the team. So they said, another person said, I'm super salty about the celebrity kids showing up with their parents to audition for American Idol this season. These are the definition of Nepo baby, because it is expected they will go through and they are using their parents' influence. Absolutely. And y'all making it so damn obvious. Another person said, why exactly does a music Nepo baby need American Idol? I don't doubt she can sing, but I'm sure getting a record contract wouldn't be hard with her connections anyway. Exactly, because if your parents are famous, I'm sure that Bailey Littrell's father, Brian, could introduce his son to some execs, or been like, if you're real serious about this music, I have you on my label, so you need to get to work. Start working on the music. I'll introduce you to some producers. Like, you got the connections there, and we have a studio in the house. So if you need to work on some of your beats or whatever, or have a producer come in and work on some stuff and you want to write to it or whatever the case is, work that out. I don't understand the whole point of them going on American Idol. But I think y'all got the gist of what everybody else was saying in regards to this. But I should point this out. There were some celebrities in the past, in earlier seasons, during the Simon Cowell season, that have performed and are Nepo babies, and then sprinkled throughout. So Nico Smith, the son of baseball legend Ozzie Smith, competed on season 4. Jordan Sparks, who won season 6, is the daughter of NFL player Philippi Sparks. Others like Ayla Brown, daughter of Massachusetts Senator Scott Brown, finished in the top 16 in season 5, while Shannon McGrain, daughter of Major League Baseball pitcher Joe McGrain, finished 11th in season 11. How fitting. 11th place on the 11th season. Laura Johnston, daughter of the Doobie Brothers Tom Johnston, reached Hollywood Week in season 10, while Jim Carrey's daughter Jane earned a golden ticket in season 11, and Jody Messina's cousin Alex Preston competed on season 13. So, Idol's most recent Nepo babies are Gianna Isabella, daughter of Brenda K. Starr in season 15, Grace Franklin, granddaughter of Aretha Franklin, Leah Marlene, daughter of Honeymoon Suite guitarist Derry Grehan, and Ava Maybe, daughter of Red Hot Chili Peppers drummer Chad Smith, all in season 20, and Kaya Stewart, daughter of Eurythmics Dave Stewart, in season 21. So I think, like I said before, it wasn't an issue back then because we didn't understand Nepo baby. It is what it is, you know. But now that it's become more apparent in everything, be it social media influencing, movies, music, television, the Nepo babies is everywhere. It seemed like this is the new Hollywood, that a lot of Nepo babies are getting a leg up over those of us who don't have the connections to want to get into the business and do the thing that we love and to express our talent. So I think that's what the overall gripe is. But I would love to hear from y'all what you guys think of this story in regards to this Nepo baby takeover at American Idol. And are there any people out there that actually watch this damn show? So whatever your thoughts are, let me know what you think of this story in the comments down below.